Tell me what this sounds like.
Disgusting.
Fuck.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Domain Entree, a podcast brought to you by Desnudo magazine. I'm your host, your photographer, your editor-in-chief, Entree, and I'm here with my neighbor, Jorge.
Hello. Is it really called The Main Entree?
The Main Entree.
That's what I wanted to know, because that's what I heard. The
Yes.
Main Entree.
It's a play on my name.
I figured. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, I love that you like
That's
that.
so clever.
Yes.
I applaud you.
The reason why I call him my neighbor, because when I met him, he was my neighbor.
That's how he is in my phone still.
Same
Dion
here.
neighbor.
Is Jorge neighbor. When I first arrived to Newark, New Jersey, this guy let me in, which I thought he was security. He had a black suit on. He's like, "Oh, you need to be let
It was
into the
navy
building."
blue.
It was black, like my soul. And that person happened to be Jorge, but I didn't know his name or anything until the 4th of July.
But why did you think I was a security guard?
Because the suit, and you let me in.
No, but I was asking you questions too. I was like, do you live here? You coming to visit somebody?
You might have been asking questions too.
I did, because I wasn't just going to... We were in Newark. I wasn't going to let just anybody in.
But you did. I was just anybody. You let me in.
No, but you answered my questions, and you seemed polite and scared. So I said, you know what? He ain't robbing nobody. If anything, he's running from robbers.
Oh. And then we officially met on the 4th of July, and it's been 4 years.
Already?
4 years.
Wow.
That was 2016, and it's 2020 now.
Aw.
Can you believe?
I can't, actually. It's only felt like 3 years.
Oh. And one of our pastimes was going to the grocery store. We went to the one that was walking distance, but we also went to Walmart.
Yeah, a bunch.
A bunch of times.
Yeah.
We had our playlist.
Yes. You got me onto Duke Dumont, Ocean Drive.
Wait, is it... You say dupe?
Duke.
A Duke. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Did it sound like dupe?
It sounds like a dupe.
Sorry, I got to work on my stop plosives.
I don't have a wind filter.
Oh, you don't?
No.
What is all this cushion for
I
then?
mean, it helps with the plosives, but I don't have a... Now, the people can listen can hear your...
No, I know. I heard myself earlier.
Ew, gross.
I wonder what that sounded like. I'll find out later, I guess.
Okay.
Wait, so does this video go up or?
It does.
Oh, okay, great.
It's a video podcast.
Ooh.
So you can listen to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or you can watch it on YouTube. That's the whole thing of it.
So it's a vidcast.
Vidcast. Is that the official name for it?
Or Podio. I don't know.
That sounds disgusting.
It sounds very childish.
It sounds very childish.
It does.
I want to talk to Jorge about Disney princesses.
Shit. That's right.
That's right. I saw a thread on Twitter with each of the princesses. I was like, oh,
okay.
I feel like Jorge would be like a Disney buff and would have opinions on each of these girls. Why not do that with him? So that's what we're doing today. Now, I haven't seen every single movie through and through of what these girls are from, but I have a general idea of them. I'm sure you do as well.
Yes. I just don't, like I said, I don't remember the Brave. Like, I mean, I remember parts of
it, yeah.
But I just don't ask me for details. Like, oh, do you remember when? No.
Do you remember when?
I don't.
When
I remember her hair blowing in the wind when she was pulling the bow and arrow.
And that's it.
And that
it.
Might be it.
Okay. So first we have Princess Tiana from
Princess and the Frog. Love her. So cute.
I think she is one of my favorites. She was hardworking. Obviously, she's a black queen.
Juggled all those dishes.
All those dishes, all these jobs. She worked 2 jobs. She went. Worked all night, and then the morning time worked all day.
Yeah.
To get her a restaurant, which you have to love.
I think she's very hardworking. Unfortunately, when I think of the Princess and the Frog, I think of how handsome that prince was, and I'm so sorry. I know this is about her. But that's the first thing I think of. And then you mentioned how hardworking she was, and then I remember the stack of dishes and everything that she was juggling.
I remember how they played her and made her a frog the whole movie. That's something that a lot of people get frustrated with animation. Every black character gets turned, or person of color gets turned into an animal. Brother Bear, Princess and the Frog. That one movie with Will Smith, he turned into a pigeon. The new movie coming out called Soul, where the black guy turns into a soul. They don't keep him as human for the whole movie. I'll say it's a coincidence, but...
Well, I think what they were doing with The Princess and the Frog was making a princess of color. versus keeping a white princess, because the Princess and the Frog is obviously a fairy tale that we all know and grew up with, but I'm sure a lot of people never pictured a black girl being the princess,
which is great, but it sucks that she was a frog most of the movie. That's my whole point.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
So you see, you're saying that and I completely forgot that she turned into a frog.
She turned to a frog and she stayed a frog.
So okay, I see what you mean.
Right.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right, so next we have is Rapunzel.
Was this Tangled?
Tangled, yeah.
Okay.
I liked her. She was a bit too naive for me.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, I was like, how's she gonna stay in this tower with her mother until she's like 40, 50? Because you would think as a teenager you'd be rebellious and get out the tower at some point. I guess her mother scared her so much. I guess she didn't want to get out.
I mean, in that movie, she was impressionable and just whatever. But I think who really stole the show in that movie was her evil mom, or whatever she was. This time,
Lady Gothel, I think her name was.
Yeah, something like that. Her song gave me chills. Like, I just remember that about her.
In the spotlight when in that performance.
Yes. And the movie was all about her at that point for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Rapunzel was more forgettable for you.
She was. I mean, she just played the damsel in distress.
She did. She didn't leave until Homeboy came in.
Yeah.
Basically. But I will say she did hold her own with that frying pan. But she is pretty forgettable, and she came bald head at the end. Not bald head, but her hair got cut. Her hair got cut, so.
She did not become bald head. A mess. Her wig was snatched.
Her wig was literally snatched.
Literally. Like, all right, mama.
Okay, next we have Mulan. I have to say, I think she's my favorite out of all the princesses. She's a warrior.
Yeah.
She at the end of the movie didn't get tied up with a boo thing. That wasn't until the next movie, but in her movie, she wasn't tied up to her man, and she, wanted to go to war for her father. And I was like, this girl is like A1 since day one, to the point where Disney had to make a new rule for a princess that an act of bravery will make you a princess, because she technically isn't a princess. But because of that new clause, now she is one.
Oh, officially. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
She created her own lane.
Good for her. So listen, she clearly was all about that since the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I will say she's probably the one princess that, next to the brave girl, that faced, I guess, physical fears and overcame those. Because, all of the Disney princesses exude some form of bravery. Whether it's standing up to, man, or getting involved with men as a man. It's so
as a man.
First of all, why are men in the picture? Fuck men.
Ooh.
Sorry. Hold on. Forget men.
Forget men.
You're gonna edit that out?
No, we're keeping it in.
Oh, okay, great. So I think for her, because before her there wasn't anyone that really was like, oh, I'm gonna join an army.
Yeah, no one's like fighting. No one's like standing on their own. Everyone's just trying to. I mean, her story began when she was her family was trying to get her to get done up to get a man.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't want to do this. I'm trying to like live my own life.
And she gives a voice to all the tomboy girls, and I think that that's super important, because we want these girls, and I love what Disney was doing with this girl, is they want to create like a strong girl, and not just a girl that has to do things in a girly way.
Right.
She's like, no, like I want to do this. And good, because there are women like that, and we need more of an example of that.
Right.
So,
come on, Mulan.
Yeah, get it, Mulan. Who's that girl?
Who is that girl I see? Next we have Cinderella.
Oof, Cinderella.
She was cool and all, but
she needed a backbone.
Her movie was basically Tom and Jerry, because if you took out the cat and mouse, the Lucifer, that cat and the mouse, and all that stuff, the movie would have been like 10 minutes. If you really think about it.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't dislike her, but she is definitely low on the totem pole for me.
I don't dislike her either, but she just was
But girl. I did like Brandy playing her back in the day.
Oh, absolutely.
Impossible.
And Whitney, oh my gosh.
Right.
Oh yeah, I think that's a lot of people's new favorite Cinderella.
Yeah. But I'll admit, I like the live action version of the Cinderella movie.
I haven't even watched that.
I think you might like it.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would, because I'm like, Cinderella, come on now. But I really love the Jungle Book live action, so I was like, let me just watch it.
Jungle Book live action.
And I
good.
was surprised. I was like, oh, I enjoy this.
Wait, they made a Cinderella one? Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. They did. I didn't watch it yet. Sorry, guys.
Kate Blanchett is her
Yeah.
name. She plays the
evil
Lady
mom.
Tremaine. Yeah.
That's her name?
Mm-hmm.
It would be.
I mean, that sounds like demonic.
Yeah,
Tremaine,
it does.
Tremaine, like
Lady Tremaine.
Lady
Ooh.
Tremaine, Mistress of Evil.
The trem must be for tremble.
Ew. Okay, so next we have Moana.
Moana.
First of all, her soundtrack was A1 since day one. Now, this movie I was on repeat because my niece was really
that's right.
wouldn't stop playing.
That's
Remember,
right.
she wouldn't
Yeah.
stop playing this movie over and over again. She was also a active princess. She wasn't waiting for someone to help her out. She didn't have no prince at the end. You know, she wrote her own story and she did her own thing to save her island. Like I said, her songs were really good. She's probably my second favorite right after Mulan.
Wow.
I think so.
That's major.
Mm-hmm.
She was cute. This is one of those where I don't recall every detail
Okay.
of the movie. So for me right now, I'm lumping her in a category of she didn't do anything that was noteworthy or
Ooh.
different, you know,
Ooh.
from the other princesses. Don't get me wrong, you know, still has, you know, great qualities.
I think if you re-see the movie or watch it,
Yeah.
have you seen it?
I have, yeah.
I think you watch it again, you'll feel differently.
I just remember the guy looking for whatever his tattoo power was or something.
The shell.
The demigod.
The heart.
The heart. The eagle was missing or something, wasn't it?
No. Oh, his lake? Is that what it's called?
Something
The
was
leak?
missing.
Yeah, he had to go find that thing.
Yeah, that's what they were looking for.
Yeah. They looked for that heart, but he had to find
You know
his
what?
thing.
That girl was persevering. She had, because remember?
There we go.
Yeah, she was okay, but you know what? A lot of the princesses have to persevere. Look what Cinderella
Really?
endured. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Cinderella lived in hell.
But it wasn't until a man came through for her to get out of that situation.
True, and Moana did it on her own.
Yeah.
Wow, what a difference!
There's
30
a
years
difference.
will make. Actually, 40 years.
What a difference that these POCs are doing.
Damn. Yeah, for real. Because Moana,
Tiana,
POC.
Mulan, and Moana,
Yeah.
they're like, we can do our own stuff. We get our own job. We fight for our own country. We save our own island. We are, people of color, and we can do that.
The grandma scene made me cry though.
Oh,
That one got me.
grandma, abuela. All right,
Next.
we have Elsa. She
Which one is Elsa? Remind me.
was the ice princess.
She's the ice one. What's the
Mhm.
other girl's name? Her sister.
Anna.
Anna's the goofy
Redhead.
sister, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Elsa. So I did watch Frozen, but it took me like 2 years to watch it.
Me too. I didn't watch it when it came out.
Yeah, I didn't
and
want
I
to.
didn't watch it after the first time that's the last time I saw it. But I will
Same.
say I watched Frozen 2.
You told me it's Frozen 2.
I'd watch it again.
Yeah, you
I'd
like that
watch
one
it
better.
again.
I haven't watched it yet because I'm just like
Elsa, she,
impressionable also. But you know what? It's because she was raised with the idea of, oh, you can't, like, you have to be hush hush because
hush
this
hush, you keep it on down low,
is,
you can't tell nobody.
So she has that kind of like that
Fear
voice in her
and,
head
like,
saying, I can't be
that
myself.
self-doubt.
Yeah.
What if they find out? I think it's like what's the term for, not a metaphor, allegory? It's something you use it as, I guess, a metaphor. No. I see her ice powers as her being like possibly a lesbian.
Oh,
And
okay.
she can't tell no one, keep it on the low.
Really?
Because she is a queen and princess.
Okay, so you associate her
Ice powers as
her ice
the
powers
secret, as the something she can't.
as a symbol of
Yeah.
her sexuality. That
Possibly.
she can't be. Okay.
That she can't.
Do we
be,
think she's a lesbian? Is that like a
I
thing?
really felt that way in the second movie. I was like, hold on now. Come
Really?
on, Elsa. Come on. All right.
Well, I mean, Adina did play a lesbian in Rent, so
Did she?
well, she was bisexual.
Come on, bisexual. Well, maybe that's her.
But maybe
her
that's
vibe.
maybe that's what Elsa is.
Maybe that's what Elsa is.
Living two lives because that's what she was doing.
She was. Okay, work.
Damn,
Elsa.
Disney is deep.
Deep, maybe.
And look at what it takes for us to realize.
They have to do it like on the low because
yeah,
these
because they're like, we
parents-
can't make it obvious.
These
Exactly.
parents be so
The parents
pressed.
will be like, oh my god, you're making them kiss in front of the kids. Okay, what do you do? What do you do at home?
Okay, guys, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Thank you so much for tuning into the podcast, feel free to check out our website, desnudomagazine.com, where you can check out the latest issue of our magazine, available in digital and print, as well as our international edition. Also, you can shop all of our streetwear apparel, from our hats to our hoodies to our shirts to our stickers, and we have mugs. Anything you think of is right there as well. Also, follow us on social media at Desnudo Magazine on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, as well as the podcast Instagram at The Main Entree. Now back to the show. And we're back. Okay, so the next person on our roster, Jorge and Jasmine.
Jasmine is my favorite. I've been waiting to hear when you were going to say Jasmine. I'm so mad we took this long.
I felt like you will be excited about this one.
I love Jasmine.
Let me go first. I'll go first.
Go first.
Okay, I like the fact that she wanted to know more about the world, wanted to know more about the people, so she left home in that one scene. I do think she was a little bit too bratty in that way towards her father about doing that, but I'm glad that she still did it. Now, for her to go into the public and try to get that apple for that child and think she had to pay for it, I don't know what kind of home training she didn't have. Baby girl.
She was like, I'm a princess. She forgot in that moment.
Yeah, she forgot. You one of us.
Which was ironic because that's what she wanted.
That's what she wanted.
Yeah, like, girl.
Pay for what you wish for.
Yeah.
But I really, really enjoyed her in the Aladdin TV series. I love that show so much, and she was a baddie in that one.
I never watched the TV series.
Well, you probably should.
I watched the movies, but then I stopped there. And
I love her design.
Go ahead.
I love her design.
Yes.
I love her voice actress. I love her singing voice actress too. And I was shook that one scene where she was in that red outfit that Jafar had her in, and she had to convince him. She had to convince him that I wasn't into you, and she
that was the first time
I was like, Jasmine.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, Disney does sex now? What?
But yeah, those are my thoughts on her. What do you think, Jorge?
Well, get your drinks because I'm going to be here a minute.
Hurry up.
So, you said hurry up. Okay, so what I love about Jasmine is that for where the movie takes place, right? And let's just say the Middle East, okay? Women over there are, on the very low end of respect, right? So they are more regarded as property than anything.
Oh my goodness.
So the symbol of Jasmine being a defiant woman fighting for just a basic right of equality. Ooh. There was the moment where Jafar and Aladdin, Prince Abubu, were going back and forth about what they had and how they were going to win her. And she overhears this and she's like, I am not a prize to be won.
That is the most iconic line.
Yes, it is. And it's like, bro, you're right. This is a woman, like a person.
A person.
Because over there, I don't know what the culture is over there, but we think that, well, in India, I know it's, there are arranged marriages and things like that. And I think the gypsies do it too in Spain. It's crazy to me that people do that. And that they feel like they have no say.
Right.
So, and that's essentially what this kind of was too, if you think about it, with her dad looking for the best suitor. But anyway, there were moments where she was bratty, and I agree. I'm like, this is a little cringy for me.
But she was a spoiled princess, so I guess
But she was a spoiled princess, but she wasn't afraid to speak up.
She was
not.
I
love that about her. She was...
I would too if I had a tiger next to me.
Oh my, yeah.
Okay, Raja was on. She was ready, on site.
Maybe that's why Jasmine was like, I'm not afraid of anybody, because I got this right here for me.
Right.
But yeah, and I agree. I thought she was the most beautiful princess, like just her animation.
Yeah, her character design.
Yeah.
Baby girl.
I'm like, and the blue, the iconic blue.
The iconic blue, yeah.
Oh, God, I love her. Yes. Aladdin is my favorite Disney movie, by the way.
Oh, mine is Emperor's New Groove.
I know that.
Maybe Yzma's my favorite Disney princess.
Who?
Yzma.
Is that the...
Eartha Kitt?
Yes. She's one of my favorite characters, though.
Isn't she the best ever?
She's so funny. She cracked me up.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so now we're on to Belle.
Oh, Belle.
She likes to read. People say she has Stockholm syndrome by staying with the beast after he captured her. And he said she can go, but she stayed there and stayed with him. I think she's iconic because of her yellow dress, her dance scene. She was defiant as well. She didn't get swooned by Gaston. She wanted to save her daddy, so she replaced. Like she's cool and all. She isn't low on my list, but she ain't really high either. I like that she had a thing about education and wanting to be well read. I think I might have saw maybe one or two of the like spinoff movies that like those intermediate movies they did.
Gotcha.
But other than that,
Yeah, I saw the Christmas one.
Yeah, the Christmas one. Yeah, that one. Other than that, she cool.
I mean, I'm kind of with you.
Yeah.
I mean, Beauty and the Beast is one of my top 3 for sure.
For sure.
But in terms of her as a princess, I mean, it comes back to basically showing that people shouldn't, love someone for their looks. They need to look beyond the physical and fall in love with the beauty within.
But the beauty within was terrible.
But I mean, this was a rough person to find the love within.
It wasn't Quasimodo.
No,
he was so nice and jovial.
Oh, Quasimodo.
The Beast was just.
I cried with Quasimodo, bro. Like,
that one scene they tied him down. Yes, and threw the fruit. I was like,
I can't.
You are monsters.
Yeah, when people make fun of someone that is already like easy to make fun of, and you can tell that they've been through some stuff. I have no room for that. Like, no patience.
Especially when they don't realize it that they're being made fun of.
I can't.
It took them literally tying him down, throwing that fruit at him.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not about him, but
it's not, because I'm getting so sad. So with Belle, back to Belle.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I can only think of her purpose being, showing that you should fall in love with the beauty within. That's the only thing, and I don't know what else she did.
Right.
But I love her.
Yeah, she's like you love her, but
she's not low on my list, like you said.
She's not low, but it's like probably.
But there are some other trailblazers that I would put above her.
What about Pocahontas? First of all, her design.
Yes,
loved it.
Another one, absolutely.
Now someone did make a point about her movie that no wonder these princesses have animals as friends, because real people will tell you not to do the stupid stuff, which her friend was like, this is not a good idea.
I know.
Like,
her friend got on my nerves with that dumb bun. I was like, girl.
She was speaking sense, though. Her friend was like, listen, this is too dangerous. You shouldn't be doing this. I mean, would you want your friend to tell you not to do some dumb stuff?
I want my friend to let me live my life.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
And I feel like my friends, I go all over the place.
I mean, she went hard, though, for that white man, though.
She did.
Really don't appreciate that.
She did.
And freaking, what's her name? Mother Willow was like, ooh, I wish he came to see me again. What she said. I was like, ew, you old toothless tree.
I love that tree, though. That tree reminded me of my grandmother.
Did it?
I don't know why, but she just, you know what?
Well, what? In the butt?
They took the willow tree's face and put it in Coco.
Oh.
On his grandmother.
No, not Coco.
Yeah.
Not Coco.
It's the same face.
That's not the same. That face is a little more bigger.
She has the same almond-shaped eyes, with like the puffy cheeks, just like looking so.
Oh, you meant Coco herself?
Coco, yeah.
Not the Coco's daughter, which is the grandma with the chocolate.
No, Coco.
Okay,
oh no.
Okay, gotcha. That's what I was thinking.
No, she's more harsh in the face.
I was thinking of okay.
No.
You meant actually Coco herself.
Right.
Okay.
But you know what? I love Pocahontas' like jawline, her face, like just very prominent.
Look at her.
Yeah. Oh, that. When the wind is blowing and the leaves and
colors
her hair,
of the wind.
Her hair was one of my favorite things. When she jumps and the wind just carries
and she
her
said,
and her hair's going, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be Pocahontas. I'm going to get a Pocahontas wig and I'm going to rock that.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, and her tattoo was also my favorite, the band.
The blue. Oh, the band, yeah.
Yeah. But no, you know what? She's kind of similar to Jasmine, and I think that's why I like her so much too, because she's another person that is very like, fight for what's right and type of thing. And just that whole story. And now that we're talking about the Christopher Columbus stuff, it's like, yikes. Yeah, it's go Pocahontas.
Go Pocahontas. Okay, now we have Anna from Frozen. I mean, I like her. I like her personality.
I love how funny she is.
I don't want to say she got on my nerves because she was so persistent and so like, girl, take the hint. But like, I like that she was so fun and so goofy, and I imagine her being like an awesome babysitter.
Oh yeah,
I think
can
kids
see
about
that.
Like a kindergarten teacher.
Yeah, I can see that.
Quirky and fun, kind of offbeat, not the norm. I like her for that, but like, I did find her somewhat annoying, like falling for that one guy after one song. I'm like, baby girl, listen.
That's what made me mad.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
That's what made me mad. When she just fell for him so easily, I was like, girl, wake up.
Wake up. Grab a bunch of pillow and makeup.
I have nothing else to say about her.
All right. Well, then we're going to Snow White. Snow White. She is Pale. Red lips. A bob.
I mean, the only sweet thing about her was her being there for the dwarves.
Yeah, I mean,
She slept most of the time.
and she was nice, and yeah, she fell asleep the whole time. And
Also
I
impressionable.
like Snow White in that show. What's it called?
Oh, Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time. First of all, I love that show.
Jennifer Goodwin.
Oh,
I love Once Upon a Time.
me. Excuse me.
Oh, what? OUAT. Once Upon a Time.
I had no idea you did.
Yeah.
That's
Are
my
you kidding me?
mother-loving show.
No, I love. Oh my gosh. And Killian.
It took me
And Prince
it took me a
Charming?
long time to finish it though, because I stopped watching it.
Same,
and
no, I'm still watching.
years to finish it up, and I'm glad I did. It just took me back to how I was feeling about Once Upon a Time. I was like, oh, I miss this show.
Yeah. Once Upon a Time was great.
It was great.
Oh, but my favorite is definitely the
Regina?
evil queen. Yeah, Regina. Absolutely.
I love antagonistic heroes.
Yeah.
She was a bad guy at first, but then she became a good guy. But she still had her
Yeah.
personality. She still was mean. She still was rude. I don't know why. I just love that for some reason.
No, same.
Like you be a good guy, but you can still be a B word.
Yeah. No, but and that's exactly what she's the villain that you love.
Mm-hmm.
Her vocabulary, I was like, oh, who is this?
Yes.
And then the style, the fashion, I was like, oh.
She loved a ponytail.
She did.
She loved that ponytail. It was wrapped down.
She rocked all of that.
Okay, next we have, is it Ariel or Ariel?
Ariel.
Ariel.
Ariel?
I was born the year this movie came out,
Really?
1989. She's the one princess, or one of the princesses that I knew of that was underage getting married.
Oh.
Most of
right,
them-
because she was 16.
Most of them were underage. Snow White, Jasmine, was Aurora?
Aurora.
Was she underage? She's probably 17, but she's still too young to get married.
She
Anyways,
she looked older.
I like her, Ariel. She is that girl. Her songs are iconic.
Yes.
Now, the fact that she want to do the most because it's a man, I'm like, okay. You give up her voice for some legs to go see him doing the most. But I like that she had a personality. I like that she collected
did.
things. She wanted to do her own thing. And I like her design. She's based off Alyssa
Same.
Milano, the actress. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Alyssa Milano.
Like
yeah.
the design?
Mm-hmm. They're based on her.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
You never knew that. Fun
No.
fact, guys.
Wow.
That's what she's based on.
Yeah, she had a cute personality.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what was kind of her purpose?
To find a man.
Right.
So she gave up her voice to be with him.
Right. So
She had to get him to kiss her so she get her voice back. That was her whole deal.
You know what you could look at this as, and it's a whitewashed version of it, and this might be a stretch, but mixed couples, because Trident was so against her speaking to humans and doing anything with them.
Is this called allegory? I feel like that's not the
don't know.
word, but I can't want to say metaphor. But I feel like it's not a metaphor. I don't know. But yeah,
But yeah, and it's like it's almost like he had this hate for the humans.
the humans. Oh, I know why though. The humans
Was
killed.
their backstory?
Yeah, they on the I want to say the third movie called Ariel's Beginning. Her mom died from humans.
Oh, I see.
So he was like,
That makes sense.
sense.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you think about it, maybe that was like what the double entendre was for
Double entendre.
for her falling for this man.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ursula rocked it. I mean,
Ursula. That big old drag queen was,
She was.
iconic and
She
still
was.
iconic.
she always will be.
Always will be.
Always will
Forever and ever.
I love Ariel.
All right, now we're on to Merida.
Remind me?
Brave.
Ah, okay.
She is a princess where we follow her fixing a problem she started.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I like that she was defiant and wanted to be, a dainty princess. She wanted to, be active and do things. But
Yeah.
the fact that she's the reason why her mother turned to a bear, the reason why they had to go find the cure for that whole curse, like she's the reason why her movie even happened, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't planned out like that. She is another one that's not low on my list, but she ain't really high for that reason alone. I'm like, you caused this problem. Now you have to go fix it now.
I think I remember that it being her fault, and maybe that's why I was just like, "Girl."
And she low key
looked
annoyed
for
me
this.
in Once Upon a Time.
Oh, same.
I was like,
Although you know who did a great job, the woman who played the Wicked Witch from
she
The Wizard of
is.
Oz.
I love Regina, but her sister, the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
I love. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
she's also a good. I mean,
Yeah.
towards the end she became an anti-hero,
Yeah.
but I love how she still was a B word.
Yeah.
Still has that jealousy. That's why she turned green. She was envious. I loved her.
Anyway, yeah, this Merida girl. I don't remember her story that well, and I'm happy you kind of did that summary. But I don't remember thinking highly of her. Honestly, she's probably at the very bottom of the list for me. The brave girl.
Okay.
I'm sad to say.
And last but not least, Sleeping Beauty, Princess Aurora.
You know?
I have no feelings towards her.
Same.
I liked her in Maleficent. But as far as the Disney movie goes, she boring. I'll put her last on my list because she ain't do nothing.
I don't remember.
She ain't do nothing.
No, I remember what
I
she
love her
looks
design
like.
though.
Yeah.
Very standard white woman, but she rocked it.
Yeah. Like if Ariel would have been a white girl, she would look like her.
A blonde white girl because she is white.
Well, she's a mermaid.
Oh, okay.
She's a white maid.
She's a white maid. Ew.
Yeah, Aurora. I don't recall.
And I hate saying her name.
I know. My R's are.
I feel like a dog with peanut butter in my mouth. Scooby Doo.
Oh.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Jorge, for coming on to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
If you guys want us to talk about anything else, as far as movies, shows, or you have any personal questions you want us to help you out with,
yes.
Mind you, we're not psychiatrists, but we can give you some advice if you want it.
It's all just personal opinion.
Right. And if you're watching this on YouTube, Jorge's social media will be linked down there.
Yes.
Please follow him. This podcast is also on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can check it out over there as well. And we will see you guys next time.
Yes, we will. Ciao.